Is Davido a gospel singer? That is what a lot of people are really asking ever since Pastor Tobi came out to say Davido is a gospel artist. I think we need to actually understand it from his own point of view and compare to our own opinion about all of this. And a lot of people are diving into the story, and that is raising some kind of eyebrows around. Before I dive into the stories, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Guys, in 2024, we have to give it up for Davido at the time, especially the last quarter of 2024. Putting out songs like Aoke, putting out songs like Force. I think that is actually interesting to an extent. Right now, as we speak, Force by Davido featuring Odumodu Black and Chike has spent 20 days straight on Apple Chart Nigeria, and a lot of people can really attest to that based on what they are saying. I think that song has actually stayed on the chart for a very long time. Guys, let's give some brief intro to Afrobeat in 2025. What are your own expectations? I think we got to look into this from the likes of Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, Rema. We got a lot of others like Ashake and some others that are pretty visible right now. Thames, Irasta, and Yemi Alade also visible. And we got Tiwa Savage on the block right now. And we need to talk about what we need to expect or what we are expecting in 2025 and what we need to also do to move Afrobeat forward to an extent. Before I dive into the stories, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Guys, it has been released so far that the likes of Wizkid and Davido, Odumodu Black, and a lot of others are the artists or Nigerian artists with the most monthly listenership right now in 2024 based on records that we have right now. Wizkid is seated with a couple of millions and then followed by a person of Davido. That is what the story is all about. You need to understand that Wizkid actually dropped a recent album called Morayo, and that album is really having a lot of attention now on stream platform. A lot of people are streaming that at a time like this, but Davido has not dropped his album yet. He's getting this number of streams based on the recent two songs that Davido dropped, Aoke and Fonz. I think we need to actually give Davido some props up at this and also give accolades to a person of Wizkid at a point like this. What is your own take about all of these stories? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a glimpse at what you feel. Guys, when we talk about Afrobeat in 2025, 2024 was really incredible for a lot of people, but somebody came out to say we didn't have a global hit from Afrobeat camp in 2024 in Nigeria. But do you think we didn't have a global hit? We have songs like Aoke, we have songs Our Piece of My Heart and the rest. But do you think these songs are not global hit when you compare them against Fall, against Last, against Countdown Remix and others? That is something I'm really asking right now. But what from the camp of Thames also? A lot of people are really getting interested in this. But when you talk about 2025, some people have already picked a ticket for 2025. We got the Grammy nominations is another form of ticket for the performance of a lot of artists in 2025. That is something I got to understand from this big story. The likes of Thames was able to pick 3 Grammy nominations with her recent album called Born in the Wild. That is about the biggest for 2024 right now, based on Grammy nomination. That is something I need to share with you. And also, Rema, for the first time, got a Grammy nomination with his album called His. And that album brought out a lot of different Afrobeat energy, reminding us of the old days. That is something I got to understand also from this, point of view. And a lot of people are really paying attention to this, and this is quite interesting to an extent. What are your own takes about this kind of stories? I want you to put your own in the comment section. And when you talk about the Grammy nomination, we got the likes of Ashake, we got the likes of Davido alongside Loj and Chris Brown. We got the likes of Wizkid alongside Ashake also getting Grammy nomination. We got Burna Boy also getting Grammy nomination. That is actually massive to an extent, and that is really a provable point that these guys really impacted in 2024, and now they are carrying it forward to 2025. Based on the recent trend of things, a person of Whiskey dropping an album called Morayo. I think in 2025, Wizkid is going to be having his tour to promoting that album. That is something I got to understand, because he was seen in a particular studio rehearsing with his band, and somehow some people felt that this is a great preparation for 2025. And now a person of Davido dropped 2 singles in 2024, and these songs are really making massive impacts. That is something I kind of understand. When you check Aoke is now on top of chart Spotify in Nigeria. When you check Force featuring Odumodu Black and Chike, on top of Apple chart for 20 days straight. That is really massive to an extent. That shows you that a lot of people are really expecting something better, something bigger from Davido in 2025, and he promised to drop his 5th studio album in 2025. A lot of people are really paying attention to that and saying that Davido has what it takes to actually challenge his timeless album, because he promised to challenge his timeless album, and now he's really proving a point on that. That is something I kind of understand about that. And is it that Davido understands the last strategy that worked for his timeless album, that he is now moving with that? Because Davido aligning with the likes of Pella, to connect with the young audience on TikTok, streaming live, talking about his songs and other things. I think it is a great strategy that is working for Davido. Starting up, challenge on social media, Aoki challenge and the rest, I think is also a pretty interesting strategy. And somehow, a lot of artists, the likes of Whiskey, the likes of Burna Boy, they should understand now that you have to work as an artist to promote your work. That is something we got to understand. Outside your big names, you still need to push it up there. And that strategy is working for the likes of Davido. I think Burna Boy's management is really aware of that, and they understand how to move Burna Boy forward. That is one thing I got to understand about the big story right now. Some people are really paying attention to that. Guys, I want my enemies to do meeting on my head in 2025. I think that is coming in from Davido right now. He made his statement on his X. I think a lot of people are really getting involved in this based on what I saw on the comment section. And he said 2025 is the year, and in Jesus' name. That is to show you that Davido is going to move massively in 2025, because he promised to drop his album 5 or his 5th studio album in 2025. From that 5th studio album, we got 2 songs from Davido, and these songs are really charting on Apple Nigeria and Spotify Nigeria right now, based on the records we have. And Davido is coming out to say, you know what, based on the achievements I'm going to be having in 2025, a lot of people are going to come together and have a meeting on my head. What do you feel about all of this? I want you to put that in the comment section so that you can have a take on what you feel. Yes, on this whole thing, in 2025, I'm expecting that Burna Boy may decide to drop an album maybe later in 2025. That is something I'm really expecting right now, and some people are saying that it could be possible because he's off from the tour right now. Burna Boy has done his tours, right now in Nigeria. I think after now, he's going to be dropping something new, and that is what a lot of people are really paying attention to, and that is all interesting at the time. Guys, Pastor Tobi is coming out to say, you know what, Davido is a gospel artist, and a lot of people are trying to dispute that, based on some certain issues. According to his own argument, he said gospel means good news. Anybody singing about good news is a gospel artist. But do you quite agree with him? Because a lot of people feel that when you sing in Christ's name, that is when you are singing, gospel to an extent. That is what is conflicting about all of this. But based on my opinion, I will regard Davido as a secular artist to an extent. And he went further to actually talk about why he loves working and mingling with secular artists out there. He said this at a recent interview. A lot of people are really paying attention to that. I think we need to catch a glimpse on it.
Let's talk about your birthday. Happy belated, by the way.
Thank you.
It looks like a very elaborate affair. You had people like Davido performing, Zaltan, and a lot of people online were just like, why do you have these artists
A lot of people online want to be there. Let's tell the truth.
Yeah, okay.
But please God.
That part. But why didn't you have gospel artists as opposed to secular artists? That was one of the conversations that was spoken about online.
If the gospel means good news,
yeah,
everybody there is gospel artist.
Well, no, Davido is not a gospel artist. Neither is Zaltan.
Have you heard? Because I stand strong.
Sir.
This is my devotion.
Sir.
Oh.
Sir.
Look, what I had there, well, on a serious note, what I had there were my friends. My friends were there in thick and thin. David told me by himself, I was even telling him, look, I know you're busy.
Now, based on his stories, what do you think about all of this? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section. Ask again, is Davido a gospel artist? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section, because a lot of people are debating on this already in his comment section, and they are making some kind of allegations and strong points about all of this. You can make your own points known about this in the comment section.